YouTube, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, we are finally live on YouTube. If you are here live, my apologies for the wait. Oh, man. I was hoping to start this p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, but oh, shit, that went out the window. But hey, we're here, and it's all good. Lots going on in my neck of the woods. Lots going on over here on the Coach Eli, Elias Melas network of things. Between this channel here, my main monetized channel, and Coach Eli 2 Uncensored live streams, where last night I did a pretty epic 5-hour interview sharing my girlfriend's life story and transformation, and it ended up only being part one. We were going to do it in one shot, but it just was impossible. You know, sometimes that same plane from yesterday, it's so loud. This is a loud private plane. It's almost like a real airplane. It just seems to fly over right when I'm hopping on this trail every day. It's by coincidence, obviously. Give me a second here. Hope you're having a good one. Let me see. Must be some good pregame ritual. You see, Michael Portnoy, now with your vocabulary that you're using, the pregame ritual stuff is stuff that nobody knew would know. Michael, you have got to be somebody from the past, bro. You're using verbiage that only people that have followed me for at least 3 or 4 or 5 years would know. Unless you're the fake Michael Portnoy. It's all good. You know, my spidey sense is usually spot on. Michael Portnoy could be Blue Ball Brandon, could be a Sicily attempt, probably Blue Ball Brandon. He's the kind of guy that would, you know, hang around on soccer accounts like this. And he's more active usually than a Sicily A10. These are just a couple people that we've known for a while. Sent me back 5 years ago on my former channel. But hey, it's not a big deal. It's all right. Not a lot gets past me, but it is what it is. Not a big deal. I am not. I just copied what J-Rom was saying. I said the pregame thing first, and Michael responded to it. Oh, I didn't see that. All right, my apologies. Maybe Michael is learning the ropes here. I don't know. It's not a big deal. Today's Walking with Purpose stream is going to be pretty laid back. It's going to be pretty much an open discussion with myself in the chat, because I just have a pretty simple thing to ask everybody. There's a little bit of wind right here, but I think it's going to die down as I hit the corner. Excuse me. It's a nice day today. It's about 78 degrees, but with the slight wind, it feels like it's about 70. So this is a great time to walk the trail. It's the perfect day. It just does not get any better than this. Somebody's coming, so I'm going to hang on a second. Dusty's Girl, welcome to the show. Thank you again, Dusty's Girl, for your donation last night, your $40 donation. J-Rom, Coach J-Rom, thank you for your $35 donation. And Sandy McAfee, if you're around or hear this on the replay, thank you once again for your $125 donation. It's in progress of being sent to my lady. 100% of the donations from last night's show on Coach Eli 2 are going to my lady. And the same thing goes for tonight. Because tonight, if you haven't noticed already, it's going to be a little bit later on tonight because it is Friday. It is Friday, right? I do have the day right. It's Friday. When you're an entrepreneur, you lose track of your days. But tonight, we're going to be doing part 2 of her life story, my lady's life story, and incredible transformation. And we're going to be, sharing more about where she's currently at, a little bit more about our relationship too. And she's even going to touch up on some aspects that she talked about last night that we weren't able to get into great detail, and she wants to. We weren't able to get into great detail because of time constraints. I mean, we went 5 hours, and let me tell you, running a 5-hour interview one-on-one, we loved it. We enjoyed it, and we enjoyed you folks, right? It is exhausting. If we had other people on the panel, it'd be a little easier, but it's a one-on-one, and it's a very taxing one-on-one. And I felt the show went really, really well, but there's so much more to share. And the parts we're going to share tonight and share with you more of what this woman has gone through. This woman, actually, she's at my place. She came over. She's taking a little nap right now, so she's not going to be watching this show live. The parts we share today, I mean, these are the parts that really, really get to me. Not about her. I'm completely on her side. Not because she's my lady or because she's a woman, because I feel she's been wronged in many aspects of things she has experienced as a woman in the modern world. And look, I'm not a white knight. I'm not a feminist. As a man, there are men out there that are feminists, that are like out there and fighting for women's rights specifically, and with no reason, just to fight for women's rights. I fight for the rights of any human being, whether they're male or female, and regardless of their sexual orientation or ethnicity or whatever. I fight for the rights of all people when they're wronged. And in this case, my lady has been wronged by some things, and I'm pretty passionate about it. And we're going to share that story tonight. There's a lot more to share. I mean, it was pretty taxing to do what we did last night. It was very emotionally taxing, and we shared a lot, but there's so much more. And we're going to try to do it in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's going to happen at midnight Eastern, 12 a.m. midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific on Coach Eli 2 uncensored live streams. Why so late? Because I had a lot to do in the morning. I was on another stream. I'll share more about that in a second here. And my lady went to get her nails done and then came over, had to do a little cleaning, and then we talked a little bit. I had to set up the stream. I wanted to do a walking stream, and these typically take about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Then we're going to eat dinner, and that's going to take a little time. Let the food settle in, make some coffee, and get to the next show. Boom, 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 right? And we do this all ourselves. We don't have a production manager. We don't have, anyone to help us do this but ourselves. I do this all myself and with my lady. So, unfortunately, it has to be at 12 a.m. midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. If you can't make it, you can always catch the replay. No problem. I believe the stream from last night is nearing 500 views. And I'm really impressed. I'm really proud. Has well over 100 hours of watch time in less than 24 hours. I'm very grateful and thank you. Sorry, I'm very grateful and thankful, which is what I'm trying to say to the folks out there that made this possible. And thank you again for your support. I don't know what it is today. I feel a little winded. I'm not as energized as I typically am. Maybe that's because I did do a 5-hour stream last night, and about an hour and a half stream or so before that, walking. And so I think tomorrow I may take the entire day off. And I think my lady and I are going to take the entire day off and go to the beach. So we'll go to the coast somewhere and, walk along the beach and have a nice dinner along the coast somewhere. Along the coast, I don't know where yet. Maybe we'll drive an hour and a half away. I know gas prices are expensive, but screw it. Any chance that we can get away after working hard like we have been, it's totally worth it. Even with high gas prices, fuck it. You only live once. Not gonna complain. Not worth it. Not gonna change anything to complain, right? Anna says, I'm thankful that you allowed her to come out. I can't wait until it's safe for her to join us on panels. I know you didn't mean it in the way you said it, Anna, but just to clarify, she runs herself. I don't own her. And it's not even about allowing her or not allowing her. It's about protecting her. From crazy people. Such as people, Anna. And I know, and other people know. There are crazy people out here that just want to make content out of every little thing. And that's why, it makes it an unfortunate situation to have to be extra cautious with her. I don't want to be that way. It makes me look like I'm a control freak when I'm not. I know you didn't say that, but to the outside perspective, and some people, it may appear that way. But that's definitely not the case. Last night, when we were live on the air, she mentioned something that, could have created issues. She didn't even realize that she was caught up in an emotional moment. And that's why I had a 1-minute delay on the show, because I was able to cut the stream. That part never went out. And then I came back a couple minutes later and we left off where we left off, and that part didn't go out. It's not that, we want to be this cautious. It's the fact that we just don't want to give these people what they're trying to get as easy, or make it easy for them to get it, right? Make them work for it, right? Because at some point, she's going to come out publicly, and everyone's going to know who she is, what she looks like, what her name is, all that, right? But it's, or it should be our right to control when she comes out, not forced out by a group of people that just have nothing better to do than try to troll, harass, and, harm other people on this platform. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, I think after those long streams, it's really. Oh man, there's like a rice rocket over there or something that's been rolling around, and it's so loud when they gun it. Let's see who else is here. She's becoming a stream monster. Yeah, no, she is. She definitely is. I mean, it took a lifetime to write. Hard to tell a life story in a few hours. Took a lifetime to write. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I was talking with her. You know, her and I like to talk a lot, right? And I was trying to explain to her that when there's a lot to share in a short amount of time, we gotta learn to get to the point quicker. But it's really hard to try to nudge someone, even in a friendly way, to get to the point quicker when they're sharing their life story that's so emotionally taxing, and they're feeling the emotions as they're sharing it. So I understand. I understand. It's just at the end of the show last night, for the last hour, I was trying to push things along a little bit because I know she was getting tired, and so was I. And we wanted to get a few more things out there and then set it up for a part 2 to happen the following day, which is today. Now, another thing, in case you missed it earlier, or if you're new here, I was on the Coach J-Rom channel earlier today with this woman, Anna. And we ran a panel for, I think, almost 2 hours. And we were discussing, you know, some final things we wanted to say about some current drama happening in the communities we've been involved with in the past. And we've withdrawn from, but some people that have been a part of these groups and are still a part of these groups just can't keep our names out of their mouths, or can't stop trying to instigate us to suck us back into their drama for that endless back and forth content. We were talking about that. It was a really good show. And that show, you know, it inspired me to do this topic here today. But before I get to today's topic here, if you want to catch the Coach J-Rom show, go to my community tab of this channel here, or even on Coach Eli 2 Uncensored live streams. I shared it there. I shared the stream out. It's the latest posting as of the time I'm doing this stream live on both of my community tabs. On this main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas, and Coach Eli 2 Uncensored live streams. All right. Let me reset the chat here real quick because I think the chat froze. Give me a second. Yep, 2 hours here. I'm exactly, Eli. We know the piranhas are circling. Sure. Y'all need that time together to get away and relax. Absolutely. I think your lady will do really well on panels. No, I know she will. I'll just feel more comfortable once we put her real name out there, so we don't have to worry about her just doxing herself. When she gets really caught up in the moment, she forgets she's on YouTube, and then, you know, she puts things out there that, you know, would identify her. You have a great woman, Eli. Plus, hold her tight. Don't let her go. It must have been a great workout. Yeah, sure, man. I might not be able to make it, says Dusty's girl. No problem. I'll get back to what you just said in a second, Michael. NCS Queen's in the house. Eli with the 2 hearts. Hey, welcome, NCS Queen. How are you doing? Dusty's girl says, hey at NCS Queen. Coach J-Rom, link to that show above. Thank you for sharing, Coach J-Rom, once again. NCS Queen, J-Rom, Dusty girl, Michael. NC says Anna. Hey, NC says Coach J-Rom. NCS Queen says, hello, Anna. Audio's going in and out. I don't hear audio issues. Okay. Can anyone else confirm that the audio is either doing well or not doing well? Dusty's girl says she has audio issues, and J-Rom says no issues. Can anyone else share their feedback on the current status of the stream, audio and video? While you do that, fine on my end. Eli, are you any closer to doing a stream with Shangy? It's interesting that you would ask. Oh, you probably heard me on Coach J-Rom's panel earlier today, right? NCS Queen. Yeah, I'm definitely open to doing a stream with Shangy. I mentioned that on Coach J-Rom's channel. If he wants to have Coach J-Rom and I on together, that'd be great. Or individual, it's all good. I mean, I love having joint panels. I don't need to go on panels just by myself. Actually, I believe in the more the merrier. As long as it doesn't get too crazy, which is what I'm trying to say, and we're not over talking each other and we're not fighting. I notice on those panels, when there's more than like 4 or 5 people on the panel, it just gets too much. And that's another reason, Coach J-Rom, why I won't upgrade my StreamYard, because I don't need more than 6 people on the stream. And, you have people that are bringing, I think on StreamYard now, you could bring like, with the top package, like 20 or 30 people on there or more. Like, I mean, what good is it going to be to have a panel of 10 or 20 people on a stream? I mean, it's just going to cause issues. People are going to be over talking each other, and how do you control that, right? Eli and J-Rom are great speakers. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's kind of you to say. One of the things I do here is I help people get over their fear of public speaking. I've been doing public speaking for decades. Stemming back to my retail corporate days and retail management days. And when I was an insurance broker and ran networking events and attended other people's business networking events, I did a lot of public speaking at events regarding my business or even networking topics. Sometimes, the best way to promote your business is indirectly promoting your business. It's promoting yourself by giving to people instead of asking, right? So I would always run networking events where back then Facebook was the big thing. Before YouTube became the big thing, it was Facebook, right? And Facebook's still big, don't get me wrong, but it was even bigger back then. I was more active on Facebook, and I was teaching people how to use Facebook, how to create Facebook events, how to grow your business on Facebook, how to properly market yourself on Facebook and stuff like that. So when you do things like that, you run presentations. I mean, I have a projector and screen. I have an LCD projector. Yes, it's a newer one. I've had it now for, probably 12 or 13 years. But, it's the modern way of projecting things. It's an LCD projector that hooks up to your laptop. And then I have a screen. You project the image on the screen. I would teach people how to use social media back then. There were many older people that were a part of my networking organization that didn't know how to use social media, and they wanted to learn. And there were also even younger people that wanted to learn how to better use social media. And the interesting thing is, I never had to market my business. Like Coach J-Rom, you say you go around the country and you promote your business while you're touring your truck, right? That's a great way to do it, right? And you allow people to get to know you as well. If you run into people, you give them your card, or you drop off your cards on a billboard along the way, right? Or a bulletin board, not a billboard, a bulletin board, right? Or in my case, I would basically give free seminars on how to teach, how to use social media and stuff like that. And then people would ask me what I do, And I got a lot of business that way. I got a lot of insurance business that way. That's the real true way to network. It's more about allowing people to get to know, like, and trust you. I will tell you this, folks, if you can learn this, if you're trying to run a business or become a famous YouTuber or run a business on YouTube or any social media platform or even in person, the best way to become successful is to allow people to get to know you, and that way they can like you, and once they know you and they like you, they typically will trust you. I firmly believe in the know, like, and trust process. It's absolutely critical. Because me personally will only do business with people that I know, like, and trust. Good people that I feel deserve my business and that are trustworthy and reputable and have a consistent reputation. Now, everyone makes mistakes, so I'm not that big of a stickler if, someone I'm doing business with has had some issues every now and then. Everyone has issues, no one's perfect. But if someone has a completely horrible reputation, I just never would do business with them. I wouldn't promote them. I wouldn't refer them out to people. So that's why the know, like, and trust process is critical, in my opinion. It's the same thing out here on YouTube. You got to get to know people, like people, and trust people. If you're trying to grow a channel or run a business as a YouTube channel and you're trying to grow, you got to get to know, like, and trust people before you invest time with them, right? Because if you invest time with the wrong people, like I have in the past, I didn't know better back then. I was still learning the YouTube ropes. It sets you back. Running a business is almost like playing poker. Not quite, but similar in this way, in my opinion. Okay? You gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them, right? Okay? Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. And you need to maximize your winnings and minimize your losses. This is key. I need to do a stream on this. Maximizing your winnings and minimizing your losses. And what does that mean? What maximizing your winnings and minimizing your losses means is this. You have to take chances in order to get ahead at anything in life. But taking chances also means you could lose. It's going to cost you time, and time is always going to cost you money, even if you're not directly paying money out of your pocket. Time is money, folks. You got to understand that. Time is fucking money, right? So that's why, when I network people, like back in the days here on YouTube, how many of you remember this? I used to dismiss people very quickly. And I still kind of do if they're the wrong people. I got scrutinized for it, right? But why did I dismiss some people so quickly? Because they were a waste of my time. And now more and more people that have seen what I was going through realize why I was doing it. And they realized that they were wasting their time too, associating with these people, right? Not everyone's meant to work together, right? Different strokes for different folks, right? So part of me maximizing my winnings and minimizing my losses is not wasting any time with people that I know are not going to be a part of helping me they're not going to be a part of helping me move ahead in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be money, but it has to be something positive, right? Maybe somebody that enjoys my content, that might like my video every time I put a video out or go live, or support some of my videos in a positive way, right? If there's no sight of forward movement in some way, shape, or form with somebody I encounter, I just typically will just eliminate them quickly. I won't be mean to them, right? I won't talk smack about them. I'll just say, hey, we're just not meant to be friends. We're not meant to work together. All right, I'm going to go off the air for a second here and come right back and reset the chat. It's one of those days. I will be right back. Babe, are you awake? I thought you were going to take a nap. We've got a show happening tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific. Typically the time that you start getting really tired. Are we doing the show tonight, babe? It's already out there. Let me know. Let's get right to today's topic, and then I'll check out the chat in just a few. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition. Live from the San Francisco Bay Trail in beautiful Redwood City, California. It's about 78 degrees. The wind has died down. It's a really nice day. I'm getting my vitamin D in here. It's awesome. This is episode number 291. Episode number 291. Wow. 9 away from 300. I will do a very special episode for episode number 300. We will definitely go to a different location for episode number 300. And today we're going to be talking about, my question to people out there, are you ready to create some real content? It's time to create some real content. Who wants to create real content? Who wants to start creating real content? Inquire within. If you're ready to create real content on this platform and work with some of the best people that can help you move your channel and business forward, inquire within. There are many people that I've met on this platform over the past 5 years. And again, I'm not going to get too far into it, but a lot of people, that I met years ago, stopped supporting this channel, and other people I was involved with during that time over some crazy shit that happened. That's the short end of the story. We didn't have to go any further, but the tides are turning. The tides have started to turn. And right now is the time to hop on this wave with us. Let me tell you why. Because right now, this is still at a level where you can get on the ground floor at no cost and grow with us. Right? I think Coach Eli understands what I'm saying. This is a positive trend in the right direction. After many of us that have been a part of this group here today, we're going the wrong direction because we were misled and misguided, and in many cases manipulated by some other creators on this platform that were using and abusing us to make content and make donations at our expense. Right? We've all learned the ropes. We've all moved past it. And we started to turn things around. We started to turn things around here, I'd say probably about 3 or 4 months ago. And ever since that time, more and more people from my past that are seeing the truth about, what I went through on this platform with some hateful creators and how I rose above it, they started rising above it too. And again, like I've been saying, this group continues to grow each and every day. And we would like as many people as possible to join us. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Just because you become a part of the Coach Eli group, Coach Eli clan, whatever you want to call it, we're not like most groups. We're not a cult. And we're not here to control you and tell you what to do. Oh, wow, look. That's a big-ass jackrabbit right on the trail, right there. Look at that. You see that? That bunny was right on the trail. Yeah. What's up, Doc? This group here is not a cult. All we are is a group of small creators that have a dream, that have a passion, a purpose, and a goal, and a desire to be successful at helping as many people as possible regarding what we each do. So if you become a part of this group, it's not going to be like other groups where, you know, you're forced to go to their live streams or watch their videos, and if you don't, you know, you're chastised, right? If you don't become a channel member, you're chastised, right? No, this group of people here doesn't expect anything from anyone. We just want to bring as many people together and spread the love and share the word of, wow, lots of bunnies out. There's another one right there on the trail. You folks see those? Look at that. Wow. There are lots of jackrabbits on the trail today. They've been coming out lately. There's another one right over there. Well, you know, before man came in and put a nice path here so we can walk on as humans, I mean, this wasn't here. It was just all grass and just undeveloped land. So we got to forgive the bunnies and, you know, the geese and all that, and the birds and all that. There's another one up there. See it ready to pop out. If they decide to walk across the trail. They don't know the difference from the trail to the grassy area, the undeveloped area. To them, it's their home. Catch me one, Eli? Nah. Do jackrabbits make good pets? Probably not. Anna says, oh my God, I want it. Hit the thumbs up, says J-Rom. Thank you. Yeah, we got 5 thumbs up. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Most important lesson is knowing when to walk away from the table. That's right, baby. 18 in the box. Coach, thank you. We got 17 now on my end. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, folks. Thank you. That way I can walk on a leash. I don't know how good of a pet a jackrabbit would be. They're pretty feisty. And they're really, really quick. There's another one right there. It's like a baby one. Is that a rabbit or is that something else? No, that's a rabbit. That's a rabbit. I see it. Oh, man. Give me a second. Where is it? Oh, there it is. We should do a $20 giveaway for your 300 stream. Any one fan or for that drops a PayPal or Cash App at the end will be entered or something. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. We could do that. Yeah, I'll probably start doing some giveaways. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, all that's coming. All the giveaway stuff, merch, all that stuff, it's coming. It's been a part of the business plan. It's just, it hasn't been feasible until the audience started to come back. But that's a great idea, and thanks for sharing, Coach Jerem. I appreciate it. NC's Queen is laughing at Anna. Anna Ram says, oh my God, it's so cute. I'm dying from cuteness overload. Yeah, it's a feminine thing. It really is. There's another one. I haven't even put the camera on myself. So many bunnies are out. I just have the camera on the bunnies. What's up, buddy? Wow. All right. And here's the thing. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, right? I know there are many good people out here on this YouTube platform that are still infested and caught up in drama, but they don't want to be caught up in drama, and they're really good people. And I'm not going to mention any names, but there are some great people that I'd love to work with, but they're caught up in drama. And until you're able to remove yourself from that and you're ready to create something positive and work with a great group of people that's going to get you further ahead in the long run than staying stuck in the drama, I'd love to work with you. Inquire within. This is what this stream is all about. I'm throwing out everything out there to everyone. Anyone is welcome to come and join. And if you come and you join us, if you're a YouTube content creator, that's great. If we get to know you, we'll end up probably moderating you and welcoming you into some of the private groups behind the scenes. If not, I'm still looking to really get the subreddit group I created last year, the genuine emotional support group for men and women on Reddit at r Real Emotional Support, or reddit.com/real emotional support. The link to that's also below in the description. We want to get some good, positive people in the group. We want to bring positive people together, whether you're content creators or content consumers. Having a nice, drama-free, easygoing community that provokes thought, like we were talking on Coach J-Rom's stream earlier today. That's what we're looking to create. And let me tell you folks something. Drama does not provoke thought. Drama does not provoke thought. Drama just provokes you, period. In a negative way, it provokes your lack of emotional self-control. All drama does is provokes a lack of emotional self-control. And typically people that create drama are trying to intentionally provoke your lack of emotional self-control. And once you folks figure that out, like many people on my end here now have figured out, it's going to be real simple for you to walk away and become a part of something more peaceful, relaxing, more positive, and more successful in the long run, and way more sustainable in the long run than what you're currently doing. Oh man, I am a little tired today after the 2 streams yesterday, but I made it. I pushed myself and I made it. I'm gonna come up here to the observation deck for a few, since nobody is up here right now, and it seems like no one's coming up here. No one in sight is anywhere near here right now, so this is good. I can just sit down for a few minutes and just take a breather. To remind you folks again, tonight at 12 a.m. midnight, 9 p.m. Pacific, once again on my other channel, Coach Eli 2, Uncensored Live Streams. It's going to be part 2 of my girlfriend's life story and incredible transformation. And we're going to continue talking about how our relationship has been and some things she's experienced recently and other things she experienced in our relationship. And we're also going to, backtrack a little bit and add a few more aspects to some things we already talked about at my lady's request. So we'll do that as well. Just going to sit down for a second. Show's probably going to run about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And unless my lady's super tired, I think she'll be fine. We're also planning on bringing on a panel, during the last part of the show. Now, I understand by the time we get to the panel, it might be around 1:30 a.m. or 2 a.m. Eastern, but it'll only be 10:30 or 11 p.m. Pacific. So, and I know on Friday nights, people stay up late because most people aren't working on weekends. So there may be some people up. If not, no big deal. We're just going to throw it out there, and if anyone wants to pop on the panel, that would be great. I'll probably open up the panel about an hour and a half into the show, and we'll probably just do another maybe 30 to 45 minutes to an hour max on the panel. So 2 to 2.5 hours max, 3 at the very most. But I don't foresee us being on for 3 hours. I mean, it was a long show yesterday, and we still haven't fully recovered. I still really haven't taken a break. I'm feeling it, but we need to get it done. We want to get this story completely out there. It's really important. It means a lot to my lady, and it means a lot to me. And I will tell you, when my lady actually, when my lady showed up at my place earlier today, she was really happy. She's the happiest I've ever seen her. And she was really happy when she first met me. And, despite the things that she's been through before she met me and, for the first few months after she met me, and then I started seeing the transformation in her and the change, like today, after that show last night, and now, she's a part of these private groups behind the scenes, and she really feels like she's a part of something. She really feels like she has a purpose. She's happier than ever, and I'm really proud of you, babe. And I'm really happy that, I'm not just saying myself, I'm saying all of us. I'm really happy that we could give you a space, that makes a big difference in your life and makes you feel good about yourself. And as I get up here and start walking down, I just want to say that we can do the same thing for anyone. Folks, no one wants to be alone. No one wants to be alone, right? And there are people out here on YouTube and in this world that, are alone because, how do I say this the right way? There are people choosing to hang out with the wrong people just because they're lonely and they feel they have no other place to go or no one else will accept them. That's a better way to put it. And I'm here to tell you that there are always better people to hang out with. A lot of people that are lonely and need emotional support and help are going and hanging around other, very lonely and emotional people, and they're all dwelling in each other's misery and their sorrows. And that's not really helpful, right? What's really helpful is becoming a part of a group that already has experienced people in a good place that can give you a pep talk every day and uplift you and tell you, hey, it's going to be okay, and hey, we're here for you, and hey, yeah, you're going to make mistakes, but who cares? Because the only opinion of yourself that really matters is your own, right? When you are a part of a good group of people that truly supports one another, and you always feel that support, and you always feel like that support will be there for you throughout the days, and any time you need it, it's an amazing feeling. And that's where I feel that my lady is at ever since she became a part of these groups behind the scenes with other aspiring, YouTube content creators that are a part of my, Coach Eli moderator group chat on Facebook, and are a part of being a moderator here on my channels. The 30s guy's doing a hate stream on her tonight. On who, man? NC is who? Let me see. NC, that guy's the epitome of hate. Well, he hates himself. Coach J-Rom. I don't have a problem saying that. I don't really care. I'm just doing my own thing. He hates himself and has no other content. That's why he has to go at other people. We were talking about the other guy. That, let's just say, who cares? The JB guy. I tuned into one of his streams today for the first time in like probably months. And that's because I asked you to send me a link when you were telling me that your stream had more live viewers in it earlier today than his. I had to see it for myself, and you were right. He's really struggling because they played out the Eli thing all these years, right? These guys lived and died Coach Eli drama, right? Which it wasn't even really drama. It was all fabricated. It was all fake for the most part, right? They lived off of my name for years, and they didn't realize that at some point it was going to come to an end. And they were going to have nothing, right? Michael, Natasha has not been feeling well. Michael Portnoy says, I hope NC gets her channel back. It is so unfair how some still have channels that have done some terrible things on YouTube. I agree with you on that, Michael. Michael Portnoy, I'm really worried about her. Who are you worried about? California Ford Outdoors, how you doing, CFO? Positive message of the day. Coach Eli and all in the chat. Hey, how's it going? Michael Portnoy says, I don't understand what happened to people's morals. When it comes to money, when it comes to money, most of the people out there have no morality. When it comes to money, for most people, there's no morality. Maybe you and I are the exception to that rule. Michael and NC is Queen, and maybe everyone else here. I'm very big on morals, values, and ethics, but some people are not. Many people are not nowadays. Many people are just about whatever it takes to make money at anyone's expense. At any expense or anyone's expense, which is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Another person got her channel back the other day, yet Natasha still hasn't. YouTube is so unfair, but she will get it back eventually. She may or may not. I mean, it's a flip a coin. I mean, here's the thing. I keep trying to tell people, if you create drama content, if you create the fake instigating drama content that these people do, if you allow attacking and hate on your channel, you're going to get shut down eventually because you're violating the terms of service. Okay? And so I'm not trying to criticize Natasha or any of these other drama channels, but there's a ton of hate on all of them, including Natasha's, including Granny's Watching Jess, including, the mid-30s guy the Mid 30 Guys channel, I mean, there's a ton of hate on those channels, right? Oh, there we go. Give me a second here. Can you folks see that? Trying to be a good cameraman. Folks, is my camera still working, or it's not black, right? I want to make sure my camera is working and not black. Let me know in the chat. My lady wants to have Mexican food tonight. I guess we're having Mexican. We haven't had it in a while. Very fattening food, but that's why I'm out on the trail. I'm like, I gotta definitely get my walk in today if we're gonna have Mexican. Get at least 3, maybe 4 miles in the day. Burn that shit off. Mexican food is great. After you eat it, you feel like you have a brick in your stomach. Seriously. Oh, here we go. Those suckers are real quick. Lots of people on the trail right now. Some running with their trail runners, some walking like me. It's beautiful. It's really nice to see a lot of people taking advantage of beautiful trails like these and walking them regularly. And there's lots of traffic on the 101 today. It is Friday. It is Friday. My woman's birthday, my woman's 47th birthday is on Monday. I'm contemplating whether her and I should go out of town for the night on Sunday night. I'm just contemplating it. If we do, maybe I'll even do a live stream from mobile or a panel or something. I mean, before we go to bed one night. I don't know. What ideas do you guys have? Throw some ideas my way. I think my lady's napping before the show on Coach Eli 2 tonight. She's getting herself prepared for it. Because, yeah, it's there's a lot more. There's just a lot more. And when you hear what we discussed tonight and what I've been working on with her behind the scenes, and here's the interesting thing. For people that follow my walking videos, you folks kind of hear this stuff as it happens. Like a lot of the stuff I talk about in my walking videos, at least maybe the beginning of the shows, or, you know, throughout part of these walking shows, I'm always talking about what's happening in my life daily and people I care for, right? So, you know, you're hearing this stuff, right? But I'm not going into great detail on it. And I haven't gone into great detail on it because I wanted to wait for the right time for my lady to want to put it out there, which is now. And the anticipation, my lady was telling me, the anticipation between like you, J. Ram, and Anna, and a few other people behind the scenes, when we kept putting off that interview, it had everyone on edge. And I'm like, I didn't know it was that big of a deal. I mean, no, to my lady, and that's a big deal. But I didn't know to the other people that, you know, it was a really big deal to them. They really wanted to hear this story. when you know of people, whether it's a good or bad situation or indifferent, right? You get emotionally invested in their story. And that's another thing, that happens out here on YouTube. You folks tell me if it's happened to you. You get really emotionally invested and wrapped into people's stories. It's not difficult to do. The problem is this: there are some people out here that are great manipulators and pretend to suck you in emotionally, to suck your pocketbook dry, because most people typically donate when they feel you're being emotionally genuine, right? But for me, my emotions as a man are on the fly. I don't hold anything back. Last night I had a moment where I shed some tears after, some people that I really care for, 3 people I really care for, donated a total of $200 after mentioning that, hey, 100% of this is going to go to my lady. And we appreciate that. But that put me to tears. Legitimately put me to tears, I think I'm only going to walk this half of the trail again, because I've been really kind of overdoing it lately. I mean, I feel okay, but I'm a little bit tired. I think I'm feeling a little exhausted from that long show yesterday, and I haven't really eaten much today. That's the other thing. I really haven't eaten much, so that's probably what's keeping my energy a little bit lower than normal, but I'll be fine. But I definitely do need to take a break, and I think tomorrow my lady and I will take a break, and we'll go to the beach, maybe do a walk out in that area wherever we're at, and then, sorry folks, got cut off. Sorry, I got cut off. I'm back. I was talking about taking my lady to Monterey, and I was asking if Coach Eli has been down there, and yeah, it's about an hour and a half south of where I'm at, southwest. And if you folks know where Santa Cruz is at, many people know the landmark Santa Cruz. It's where the movie The Lost Boys was filmed at in the 80s. It was filmed at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. They called it the Santa Carla Boardwalk in the movie, but it's actually the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. It's still there. It's still a popular tourist spot. Just a really, really cool place to go to and have fun. Used to go there all the time during my younger days. So Santa Cruz is about 40 to 45 minutes north of Monterey. Monterey is about 40 to 45 minutes south of Santa Cruz. To put it in perspective, I live like 10 miles or 12 miles east of the coast. And the closest coastal city to me is Half Moon Bay. From Half Moon Bay to Santa Cruz on Highway 1 is about a 45-minute to 1-hour drive. Just to put it into perspective for those of you that are curious about the landmarks around where I live. Gorgeous area, Monterey. Hey, Sandy, how are you doing? Sandy, you been to Monterey, actually? You been to the Monterey Bay Aquarium and some of the nice restaurants out there? I've done it all. It's such a beautiful area. I might just take my lady there for the night. Her birthday is on Monday, and she's spending the next few days with me. And by the way, Sandy, I got your message, and I know you got mine. And it was funny. Oh, hold on a second. This is a beautiful plane. It was funny how I finally got a chance to send you a voice message back, and you were sending me a text message. You were sending me a text message at the same time as I was sending you a voice message, and I want you to know that it was just by coincidence. I didn't get a chance to respond because I've been ever since I sent you that voice message. It's just been boom, boom, boom. I was on Coach J-Rom's panel earlier today, and my lady went to go get her nails done. Then she came over and had to shower and prepare for this stream. And got part 2 coming up tonight of her interview, and we're gonna throw in a dinner in between. Sandy, that's the life of an entrepreneur, right? But you want to know what the great thing is, Sandy and everyone else? Is that when you love what you do, when you truly love what you do, it doesn't work. No video. All right. Can you folks see me now or see the video now? Another beautiful plane coming. Oh, that's a beaut. Nice. Light blue and silver plane. Wow, that's beaut. Yeah, sometimes that happens when I get cut off and I come back. Yes, but no video. We cannot see you. There you go. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It would be more beautiful if we could see it. Your camera is black. How long was it black for? Was it only black? Did it just all of a sudden go out? Or did it go out when I came back from the last cutout? Like, how long was it black for? Was it black for like a minute or 2 or 5 minutes, or just about 30 seconds? Or I'm just curious. And I'm glad you folks, caught it and let me know. Because there have been times where I haven't paid attention to the chat. I was on a tangent for 15 minutes and the screen was black. Black again? This is really weird. This has to probably do with the quality of the video. I'll be right back. I will be right back. All right, we back? Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know's on third, right? The Three Stooges, right, Sandy? I remember that. That was a classic skit. That's when comedy was really, really funny. Comedy was more funny when you could be funny without cussing, right? A la the Three Stooges. It's flashing again? All right. It has to do with reception. I'll be right back. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Let me know if you can see me clearly. Let me know if you can see me clearly and hear me clearly. It probably has to do with a bandwidth issue. There are lots of cars on the freeway because it's Friday. Are we good now? Maybe that area over there, back there, is just not a good area for cell reception or bandwidth. I don't think it's electrical interference. If it was, it would just cut me off completely. Are we back now? Are you folks saying it's black right now, or is it back to normal? I don't know when you folks sent those messages. Can somebody type again right now and let me know if it's black? I keep resetting this thing, and if it's staying on black, it must mean there's not enough cell bandwidth. All right. All is good, not black, back, can see you. Okay, can we try it again? I just came back on the air. We should be all good. Yeah, I think there was a temporary overload on the cell tower because now there's no more traffic on the freeway. At least until you get further up ahead. I think when you hit traffic, there's traffic further up that way. I think it affects the cell tower. More cars, and maybe there's a different cell tower this way. Who knows? But we're back, right? All good. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, like I was saying a few seconds ago before all this crazy stuff started happening, when you love what you do, it's not work. When you love what you do, it's not work, despite how crazy your days may be. Now, here's the thing. I'm tired. I'm not going to lie. I'm exhausted. It was a long day yesterday. Today's already been a long day. I did an hour and a half, almost 2 hour walking stream yesterday, then a 5 hour emotionally taxing stream with my lady, sharing her story. Today, this morning, I went to bed early last night. I got up early. I was on a 2 hour panel with Coach Eli on his channel. I was talking with some other people. I was communicating with Sandy. I was also talking with my lady, helping her out with some things by phone, and she went to get her nails done. Then she came over. We talked a little bit, set up the stream. Now I've been here, and I'm going to be on this stream probably for about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes, and then dinner, and then another show. And yeah, I'm tired. I should take a break, and I should take the night off. But here's the thing, I'm not going to. You know why? Because I love what I do. And my passion for what I do. And my lady has the same passion. It's gonna push us forward to do this, because we want to do this. We can't wait to do this. Like, folks, you have to understand, there's a difference between feeling forced to do something and wanting to do something. And the way you know the difference is, when you want to do something, you will find a way to do it no matter how tired you are. You will fight through it. Now, granted, I understand there are times where you absolutely have to take a break, but I'm not at that point yet. I'm close, but I'm not at that point yet. That's why I'm going to take tomorrow off more than likely. You know what I'm saying? When you love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life. I still have audio and video. NC is Queen is buffering. Are you back, NC is Queen? Are we doing all right? We are at exactly Coach Rom. Adventures with JT, just saw you were live. Hey, how you doing? I forgot to mention Sandy McAfee and Adventures with JT. Thank you for being channel members. True at JROM, says Dusty's girl. We've been on for 74 minutes, probably minus about a minute of cutoff, 73 minutes. We've been on for an hour and 13 minutes. Probably going to be an hour and a half stream. I'm not going to go to the other side of the trail. I'm not going to push it because I haven't eaten yet. And I want to rest up a little bit more before we go live on Coach Eli 2 tonight. Once again for part 2 of my lady's life story and incredible transformation. I gotta tell you folks, when you go through abandonment, when you deal with abandonment, which is what I'm trying to say, and you have abandonment issues, like my lady has had, there are times where she looks at me with those really sad eyes, and it really touches my heart. It really just there's nothing she can do wrong at that point. She could do everything wrong and give me those eyes, and I just couldn't even hold her accountable for it. She could bang Chad while she shows me those eyes, and she probably would still, I probably still wouldn't get mad, even though I should, if she's banging Chad while she's with me, you know, Chad and Tyrone, right? Well, it's, you know, Dusty, I know you ladies like to kind of try to get us strong guys to show our emotional cards, right? I get it. I totally understand that. Eli Melas, that's so cute, so sweet, right? Right? Maybe so. Maybe so. More so for me, it's, you know, I've always been the kind of guy, no matter how rough around the edges I may appear on the outside and how I carry myself or how I speak, you know, I'm a very empathetic and compassionate person, and sad eyes from anyone really get to me. They do. It really does. When you have a woman that's so into you, and she's had abandonment issues, and she's truly into you, and you know, she gives you those eyes, and you know what she's been through. It's like if you're anywhere near it, you know, an understanding and intelligent dude like myself to understand what she's going through, you're gonna really understand what that moment means, you know. It's kind of hard to explain, you know. I guess I'm having one of those moments right now. And my lady came over, she came over earlier today, like I said, and she was, you know, sitting in my studio where I do my live streams, and she was like, "Am I bothering?" And I said, "No, I'm just setting up this stream here and the one for tonight." And she was sitting there like a goofy little schoolgirl that's just happy and silly and all that, right? That's when you know everything's all good, right? When women act goofy and silly and they act like a 16-year-old girl. And I looked at her and I told her the same thing that I mentioned in an X many years ago after I saw a video out here on YouTube from a content creator that's not doing that kind of content anymore. He said, "Women never mature past the age of 16. It was funny, right? I told it to my ex, Dana, and she wasn't too happy with that, right? And when I first heard that, I was like, you know what? I'm not trying to be rude and say that women aren't smart. They are. They're very, very smart. But what that guy, his name was Big John. We called him Big John. He used to run a channel called MGTOW Freedom. MGTOW stands for Men Going Their Own Way, right? What he meant by that is that women are the happiest when they're acting like a 16-year-old high school girl. And the song by Cyndi Lauper, "Girls Just Want to Have Fun," is all women want to do. They just want to have fun. When women are having fun and they're acting like a 16-year-old, that's when they're the happiest. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And that's how my woman was acting earlier today. She's in a very good mood. After everything that happened, she feels a huge load off her back. Because she finally feels that her story has been heard. And that's why I wanted to give her the platform to do it. Because everyone deserves to have their story heard. And if you have a story that you'd like to share, I would love to interview you and help you put it out there. Just reach out to me, go below the description, and email me at coacheli at coacheliasmelas.com. We're getting a little windy again here. Was he part of the PUA community? No, he was part of MGTOW, Men Going Their Own Way. Of course she does. She released an enormous weight, says Sandy McVie. You're right. Coach Aram says mine's gonna feel a load on her back when I get home. That's great, dude. That's I can understand. There's a lot of tension when you've been on the road and away from your lady for weeks, right? I bet, says Adventures with JT. Eli, you gonna make cry, LOL. When you love a woman enough that she poops your bed. Oh yeah. Eli, you're so romantic, LOL. I'm gonna tear up some cherry sours, LOL. I hope you enjoy your burger. Cut, clipped content. That's cool. You guys can cut it if you want. Not a big deal. There's a bunny on the trail, and it's coming right this way. And it's probably... Oh, is it still coming down? No, it sees me coming. It's going to go into the... No, it's coming on the trail. I don't know if you folks can see it. Now it's going in there. It sees me coming. I think even though those jackrabbits can do a little damage to humans, they can attack. I think they're really scared of us because we're like 25 times bigger than them. Give me a second here. Where is that bunny? Oh, there it is, right there, right there. You see it right there? It's hiding right there. It's waiting for me to pass. It's going to go back on the trail. All right, bunny, I'd love to hang out some more, but I got things to do. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. All right, 14 in the box, 10 thumbs up. Thank you to everyone for being here. Please smash the thumbs up. Whether you're here live or on the replay, please share this out on your community tabs. Share it out on social media where you feel people will get value. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe, bang the bell, and select all notifications on both my channels. This one here, Coach Eli, Elias Melas, and also Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams. Nightbot sharing the link to Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams every 7 minutes in the chat, and also it is shared below in the description. Subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications, and you won't miss anything, and that way you can chat in my chats. It is a requirement that you're subscribed to chat in any one of my live streams. Once you subscribe, you can immediately start chatting. There is no waiting period. I used to do that in the past. There is no more waiting period. Full steam ahead, full throttle here on the Coach Eli television network, right? That thing was huge, yeah. Rabbits are vicious when they're provoked. That's what she said, Sandy. That thing was huge. Oh my God, I see its big old ears. Sorry, it was getting sappy. I had to lighten the mood. Anna says, hashtag winning, can't wait till my Lord comes home. Folks, get your questions, comments, and concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air in about 10 minutes or so. I'm getting to the end of the trail here. Gotta get back home and figure out where my lady and I are gonna get Mexican from. She said tonight she either wants Mexican or pizza. Two of the most fattening and carbo-loaded foods on the planet, but hey, that's why I'm out here on the trail and walking. And I'll eat it with moderation. That's the way to do it. And then her and I are going to be walking all weekend, right? Folks, you can pretty much eat almost anything you want within moderation as long as you get in at least, I'd say, 45 minutes to an hour of exercise every day. That's why I do these walks. And Sandy, if you want to talk on Sunday, that would be great. No problem. Regardless of where I'm at, we can talk. It's not a big deal. You know, even when my lady and I go away, like last time we went away for the night, and we went to the Harris Ranch in Coalinga, California. A nice steakhouse in the middle of nowhere. But it was some damn good beef, I'll tell you that. Got back to the hotel, and we checked in with the group, and it's like, you don't have to completely turn things off if you're going away, somewhere with your partner. But just, do things within moderation, right? Don't sit there on your phone all damn night. Now, in the case of what my lady and I are doing, like, we love these people and they're like friends of ours, and we enjoy keeping in touch. We take, like, behind the scenes in the moderator group page, we'll take pictures of where we go and we'll share it with the group. Now, I haven't put any pictures of my lady out there even in the group yet, but at some point we will. And that's okay. So no worries. Sometimes I don't have a problem taking business calls or doing business or just chatting up with anyone, business or just a friend or whatever, even while out of town. No worries. Whatever makes sense. I think I'm just starving. I'm on low energy. I need to get some food in my system. The problem is, I'm going to get Mexican. I'm not going to be starving afterwards, but I'm going to be feeling crappy. I already know my body, and I already know how I'm going to react to the type of food I'm eating. Do you folks know your body so well to the point of where, depending on what you eat, you know how that type of food is going to react in your stomach, and how it's either going to give you energy and more fuel, or weigh you down and wear you out? I'm eating red beans and rice. Oh, sounds good, says Sandy McAfee. Post-stream ritual and then another pre-stream ritual. Let me ask you a question, Anna. Like, are you trying to test my masculine strength to see if I'm going to get triggered at some of the things that people used to make fun of me on? Like the pre-stream ritual? Or did you just love that stuff because it was funny back then? And that's okay. It's okay. I'm a big boy now. I've grown up. I've grown up on these YouTube streets over the last several years to be able to take it. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's a beautiful angle from right here. Let's just take a moment right here. It is very windy right here, but I'm trying to block most of the wind with my back. Yep, the high wind is back right now, in this area at least. It's been interesting. It's been getting windier later on in the day. It wasn't as windy when I came in, but now it's probably closer to like, 5:30 or something like that. 5:30 p.m., 8:30 Eastern. All right, folks, get your questions, comments, and concerns in the chat. About to go off the air. We're leaving in the box and 10 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Whether you're here or on the replay, and share this out. And before I go off the air, once again, before I go off the air, please join us tonight at midnight, 12 a.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific, for part 2 of my lady's life story and incredible transformation, live again on Coach Eli 2 Uncensored live streams. The link to Coach Eli 2 Uncensored live streams is below in the description, or it is being shared by Nightbot every 7 minutes if you're here live, or if you wait for the live chat replay to pop up, you can see it in there too. Subscribe, bang the bell, select on notifications, and you won't miss anything. And tonight's show is gonna, I'm gonna be sharing and talking about a part in tonight's show that's really super passionate to me. Sorry, folks, got cut off. I'm back. Sorry, I got cut off. But yeah, one thing I'll be discussing tonight, and there's an update to it, depending on what or compared to what I put out here publicly in the past regarding this part of my lady's story. I've been scrutinized on it, and if you want to find out more, check it out tonight. I'll share the update and why these people scrutinize what I was saying and what's going on. There's a whole lot more coming, so tune in and find out. See you later, says Adventure with JT. Mrs. Eli sounds sexy. She is, JT. See you all later, says Dusty's girl. I'll be here, says JT. It's going to be on Coach Eli too, brother. Looking forward to it, says Anna. Anna, have a great evening all. Everyone have a great weekend. Thank you for stopping by. Sandy, I was just being funny with the ritual comment. All right, folks. See you all later tonight at midnight, 12 Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. Midnight, 12 a.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific on Coach Eli 2. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.